This is me, an American from Portland, Oregon. And this is my girlfriend Laura, a German from the Bavarian Alps. We grew up 5,406 miles apart. This is the story of how we met.
Okay, how did Laura and I meet? How did I meet my German girlfriend?
Hi. That's weird. Okay, how did we meet?
So we've got to back up to 2016 first because that was when I came to Germany. So I came to Germany initially to play American football here. That's why we were in the proximity of the same country in the first place. Of course, I started a YouTube channel pretty early on.
What's up, people? Okay, so today's video is about what I think is the most interesting difference between German people and American people.
And it started to grow a little bit in the second year. I got a couple thousand subscribers.
I would start that I, in the beginning, got Nick's YouTube channel recommended. He was pretty small still. And then I had, I would say, like a week or so where I binge watched all the videos and really enjoyed it because I always loved the US and I loved the comparison and I was so interested in his perspective of Germany and everything, so I started watching him.
Americans at first are more friendly. When they see somebody on the street, they'll talk to them, they'll say, hey, how you doing? Hey, what's up?
And then I watched this for a week, and then I always have like a hyperfixation on a YouTube channel, and then I quit again. So, but I thought before I quit again, I follow him on Instagram because I thought he's cool, I can support him, and he was pretty small on Instagram as well that time. And so I followed him on Instagram.
I was in the notifications tab on Instagram and saw that Laura Schwiersch followed me. And I clicked on her profile and she had a ton of crazy cool travel pictures of her traveling all over the place. I was intrigued.
I don't know when, a day or so after, I saw that Alpha Male followed you back.
And I slid in the DMs, as the kids are saying nowadays. It was something very smooth.
Nick texted me on Instagram the first time with a really funny introduction. And I was traveling through Asia right before that. And I had some pictures, of course, up.
Oh man, looks like you like to travel a lot. So something really romantic and smooth like that.
Looks like you like traveling, or looks like you've been all around or something.
So that was our first interaction ever.
And then we texted for a long time, like on and off, I would say.
Yeah, we exchanged text messages here and there on Instagram from that point, just kind of very casually, very friendly, talking about travel and stuff, I think. And then eventually I went back to the States and I did not respond to any more messages.
He ghosted me.
Well, I was working on Unicorn Town, so I was very busy. My mind was preoccupied, so I did accidentally ghost her.
for a little, like a couple months or so.
By the way, guys, quick announcement. Next Monday, September 4th, 6 p.m., Ramstein, Germany, at the Broadway Kino, or Broadway movie theater. We're doing a special screening of Unicorn Town, where I'll give a little talk beforehand. We'll do a Q&A afterward. Tickets are free. It's a totally free event. You can come watch the movie and do a little Q&A interaction with me about the movie. Tickets are free. The link is in the description. It's limited space, of course, with free tickets. So first come, first serve. Hope to see you there. You can secure your tickets at the link in the description here.
Okay, back to the story.
A few months later, when I came back to Germany, we all went to Innsbruck for Cody's bachelor party. And Laura was studying in Innsbruck, and I remember, oh, that girl Laura, she studies in Innsbruck.
And then he texted me again.
I'll send her a message that we're all coming down, a bunch of us, and see if she has any recommendations for what a bunch of unruly guys should do in Innsbruck. And so then we started talking again.
And then I think it got more serious, that we texted more and more.
A few months later, I was down in Allgäu with Cody and Speedy. You guys might remember this video, a lesson I learned in the German Alps. And we're down in the Allgäu region for a vacation. And I remember, oh, that Laura girl that I was talking to a while back on Instagram, she lives in Allgäu. So I remember sending her a message, or maybe she saw an Insta story of mine, like that was close to where she lived. So we talked back and forth, and maybe she could come join me and Cody and Speedy for a hike during the day, but it turns out she lived 30 minutes away from there, which was too far for her to drive at the time. She thought that was a really far drive. So we did not end up meeting there, but we did start exchanging text messages again and had a conversation going back and forth. But then it sadly sort of fizzled out, and I went back to the States and went back to focusing on Unicorn Town.
A few months later,
I posted a picture on my story with me and my cat, and Fluffy is a great, super sweet, amazing, lovely cat, but he looks a little grumpy.
Laura put up a picture on Instagram of her and a cat. And I'm a big cat guy. I love cats. And the cat that she took a selfie with looked so mad. It was unbelievable. It looked like a cartoon cat. I was shocked.
I posted a picture of him with me and he looks like he's mad. But he was purring and everything was fine, but no one can tell because it's a picture. But I posted it and Nick answered to the pictures like, this is the most grumpiest cat I've ever seen in my life.
So I responded to the Instagram story and said, that is the grumpiest cat that I have ever seen.
So I got mad. No. Yeah, so with that picture, we started texting again.
Now I know the cat, and he's not that grumpy. He's a cool guy. But at the time, in that photo, he looked super grumpy.
And then I think it got more serious, that we texted more and more, and like voice memos and everything, to so we really got to know each other.
And then we were both a little interested in each other. We started sending voice memos and video messages. Very serious in this technological age. Very serious.
And then a couple months in, I think, we met up the first time.
She lived down in the Allgäu region. I was up in Schwäbisch Hall, so we decided, okay, the midpoint between where we are would be somewhere around Ulm.
And hung out in Ulm for 4 hours.
How did it go when we hung out?
It was great. I was nervous in the beginning for the English part, I would say, because texting is like different. You can always like check what you text or like what you say. I can redo voice memos 1,000 times, which I did.
And we hung out in Ulm, just walking around the city for a while, really getting to know each other in person. I remember we got ice cream, and Laura put an Instagram story of our ice cream cones up on Instagram.
It was fun. We talked about everything, and we had ice cream.
And then I reposted it, and people weren't very kind of crazy with speculation. I got a lot of responses to that Instagram story.
And then we basically started hanging out every like 2 weeks or so, I would say.
And then maybe every week, kind of going back and forth, each of us. She'd come up to Schwäbisch Hall, I'd go down to Allgäu, and then it got serious to the point where it became an official relationship. So guys, that is the romantic story about how I, an American guy from the west coast of the United States in Oregon, met and got linked up with Laura, a German girl from southern Bavaria. The old-fashioned way, Instagram. All right, guys, that is all for today. Thanks so much for watching my YouTube videos. I hope you have a lovely day. I also hope to see you next Monday at the Unicorn Town screening in Ramstein for free. That is all, and I will see you next time, or on Monday.